Welcome to the Quick Galloper YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share and hit the notification bell. The 2026 The Viceroy Trophy is scheduled for Saturday, June 20th. The Quick Galloper shares with its viewers the last wins by the 6 horses nominated to race in the Viceroy.
And now they're off and racing. Inspire Force misses it and is racing at the back of the field. Zulu Warrior blast into an early lead going past the 5. Of a Revolution is right behind him. Just on the outside, that's a Smart Trick. Right against the rail, that's Money Market. Also in the mix, that's Allegiance, and tailing off badly at the back of the field, that's Inspire Force. They head toward the 3 and Zulu Warrior and Offer Revolution. Offer Revolution now goes through from Zulu Warrior. Money Market wind up and ask for a run. Also trying to come on, that's a Smart Trick. Tailing off a bit, that's Allegiance, and still way out of it, that's Inspire Force there at the top of the lane, and Alpha Revolution kicks away right in the middle and trying to come on. That's Money Market. It's Alpha Revolution straight in through in front, just coming to the furlong pole, and Alpha Revolution looks to have this one all sewn up. They're all chasing Alpha Revolution. Zulu Warrior is right there in second, right there third. That's Money Market, but Alpha Revolution will win the 9th running of the SVRL Anniversary Trophy, beating Zulu Warrior. Then comes Money Market. Allegiance runs on to be 4th.
Still waiting. Now they're off for the Chairman's Trophy. Barnaby, interesting times ahead. They just missed it by a beat. Pack Plays is rushing up now, going for that lead. Gravano on the outside. California Crown is the one racing near the rail as they make their way toward the 6. Pack Plays setting those fractions easily. Flashes past the 6 with a 3-length lead. Gravano settled down in second. Stablemate California Crown now moving into second. Gravano held tightly in third. Interesting times ahead is back in fourth, maybe 5.5 to 6 lengths off the lead as they flash past the 5. A break up some 3 to Barnaby, and at the back of the field it's a Provident as they make the way toward the half mile. Pack Plays will take them past it with that lead, attempting to steal the show. Gravano now set alight by Haladine and asked to close the gap as they leave the 7:16. California Crown under a bit of an urge. Interesting times ahead, just overtaken narrowly by Barnaby, and a Provident races last as they come inside the final 5/16th, and Pack Plays may have stolen it. Gravano is being driven to get on terms, but Pack Plays into the lane first, the rider having a peep in both mirrors as Pack Plays continues to hold the advantage, and now the stick comes out in the right hand. Gravano is left maybe 5 lengths back. Barnaby is over against the rail. It is Pack Plays attempting to go all the way in the Chairman's Trophy. The question is, can they catch the fleet of foot Pack Plays? And Christopher Mamdine, the answer: no, they can't. Pack Plays will take it easily in the end by maybe 7 lengths. Gravano is second, Barnaby is third. Interesting times ahead is fourth. They're off. Neostar staggers out at the back. Wizkid is driven down the rail trying to get that lead. Toward the outside, Don Quezzy is running fast along with Hail the Queen, and Don Quezzy picks it up as they arrive at the mile and go into the clubhouse turn. Hail the Queen pulls alongside, they match strides. A break up some 4 back to Rainsville in the yellow silks. Pretty Brown Ting on the outside of a recovering Neostar. Wicked Cassie in the green races on the rail. A break of 4 back to Brenda Boy. Wizkid is next, and last of all, it's the Rail Identity. They've left the 7 behind them. They take to the backstretch and approach the final 6, and Hail the Queen has now been put to that lead, opening up 3.5 lengths as they go toward the 5. Don Quezzy chasing in second. Neostar is a further 2 lengths back in third, held together as they approach the 5. Rainsville, the grey races, just in front of Pretty Brown Ting. 3.5 lengths back to Wicked Cassie. Wizkid on the rail. Brenda Boy on the outside, circling horses, and last of all, it's the Rail Identity. They're about to arrive at the half mile and go running into the turn. And Don Quezi has not shot through to get that lead. Neo Star breathing down the neck of the leader. Hail the Queen begins to fade. Rainsville the Grey racing down against the fence as they drive past the 7/16th. Brenda Boys making a big move. Wizkid racing in behind them. Pretty Brown Ting is next, overtaken by Wicked Cassie. Hail the Queen fading badly. The Real Identity remains last as the field have left the 5/16th, and they'll now come into the lane with Don Quezi out in front, being chased by Neo Star, the favourite. The rider has a look over his shoulder. He sees Neo Star now beginning to lengthen strides, but Don Quezi maintains the advantage. A quick change of hold as they drive toward the furlong pole. It is Don Quezi. Neo Star now coming with a charge on the outside, and Neo Star joins Don Quezi, but the moment is a brief one, and now Neo Star, the favourite, strikes the front. Don Quezi trying to fight back, but it's not going to happen. Neo Star wins the second running of the International Women's Day Trophy. Don Quezi is second, Brenda Boy third, Wicked Cassie is fourth, close between the Real Identity and Wizkid for fifth. Allegiance is the troublemaker. They're off for the St. Cecilia, and Allegiance, giving the trouble, came out at the back of the field as the rest jet away now toward the 6. So Don grabs an early lead. Goodbye Firefly, just a half a length down on the outside. Wall Street Trader and Zulu Warrior team up as a pair. In behind them, that's Mojito, and Forget Allegiance, the slow starter. They've left the 5 and run toward the half mile in the St. Cecilia, and so Don has that lead by a length and a tail. Goodbye Firefly on the outside. Wall Street Trader and the Red Silks now gaining the ground against the rail. A break back to Zulu Warrior moving ahead of Mojito, and Allegiance continues to trail the field as they approach the final 3 furlongs. It is so Don out in front. Goodbye Firefly now testing on the outside. Wall Street Trader wound up for a run as they leave the 5/16th. Mojito begins to creep closer. Zulu Warrior left second to last, and Forget Allegiance as Don turns to home at the top of the lane with that lead. Goodbye Firefly left back in second. Wall Street Trader trying to accelerate, but it is Don continuing to hold the advantage. A crack or two of the right hand stick from Radish, the sneaky Fox Roman, and Don continues to hold them off with a clear advantage. Goodbye Firefly and Wall Street Trader, Mojito and Zulu Warrior, but it's all Don winning the St. Cecilia by maybe 4 lengths. Tight between Zulu Warrior, Goodbye Firefly. Wall Street Trader looks to be fourth.
They're off on racing. Florinda gets a flyer. Florinda is quite early. Supremacy also on the premises. Florinda and Supremacy leads them passing the 7th. Supremacy now goes on from Florinda racing back there in second. Right there, that Huntsman quite early. As they head toward the 6 furlong point, it is Supremacy in front of Florinda, joined on the outside by Huntsman. Then comes Main Mistress, right beside Main Mistress, that's Antarctica. About 3 or 4 lengths before we come to Magnificent Force coming on. Also coming down into it, that's Mr. Senator. Just behind them, that's Empress Lynx. Allegiance comes next, then comes right on the rail, that's Super Alex. Super Alex, and running together with Super Alex, that is Provident. Just behind them, that's Lion Charmer, and racing at the back of the field, that is Wizkid. They head toward the 3. Supremacy is in front and bowling along on a 4-length lead. Huntsman racing into second, laboring hard into third and trying to come on once again. Florinda also coming down into its Main Mistress. Mr. Senator is still there on the premises as well. They're at the top of the lane. Supremacy trying to tell this field Tata in the ONS Stack Room Trophy. Supremacy in front, bowling along on a 5 or 6 length lead. Huntsman is still there fighting on, coming out wide. Main Mistress. Florinda is beginning to find a second win, but it is Supremacy not letting up on the Supremacy in front. Main Mistress begins to dig in on the lead. Supremacy and Romaria Spencer, and Supremacy and Romaria Spencer. It's 3 on the day for Anthony Babanunis. Supremacy beats Main Mistress. Then comes Allegiance. Super Alex back in 4th. Got tied for 5th. Either Magnificent Force or Huntsman. Now they're off and racing. Allegiance misses it along with Inspire Force as going through to dictate terms. That is Don Quessy right against the rail. Smart Trick joins. So Smart Trick and Don Quessy prompts the pace. Just behind them, that's Wall Street Trader out wide on Rulimo. Bulletproof Coffee is also coming in the mix. Sensational Soul sandwich in between horses right against the rail. That's Miniature Man. Then comes Oil Machine right behind them. That's California Gold now overtaken by Supremacy. Another 6 or 7 lengths before we come to Sensational Soul Allegiance. Then comes the Wicked Cassie and racing well at the back of the field. That's Inspire Force. They've passed the 3 and Don Quessy is still in front. Wall Street Trader now begins to put in an attack. It's Wall Street Trader trying to get to Don Quessy. Also coming on, that's Bulletproof Coffee there at the top of the lane. Is in the Ash Wednesday Trophy and it is still Don Quessy. Wall Street Trader pestering on the outside. Don Quessy in front. Wall Street Trader, Bulletproof Coffee trying to pick them up. On Oil Machine is also coming on, and now Wall Street Trader joins Don Quessy. Wall Street Trader in front of Don Quessy. Oil Machine is finishing well, also finishing fast. That's Sensational Soul, but it is Wall Street Trader waltzing away with the Ash Wednesday Trophy. Wall Street Trader beats Oil Machine, got tight for third. Either Sensational Soul, Bulletproof Coffee, or Don Quessy.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.